We're going to be going over a good first aid kit, good for camping, good to keep in your car. And we're going to go over some of the important things that are inside of it and some of the things that you could do without. Also some things you can add to it, depending on your environment, depending on what you're expecting. When you first open up your kit, give you a quick view what this kit looks like. A lot of different sections to it, very organized. This piece velcros right off, individually closed, and then a big pouch right here. So a very small kit, but with a lot of items. I'm going to show you all these items in just a moment. So here we have a good view of everything that comes with this kit. I'll give you a little bit close-up view of everything that came in this kit. And here's our first aid bag once it's all emptied. But first I want to get rid of some things. So one thing that this kit came with is just a rubber glove. If you're doing anything to repair an injury, not going to need that. We're going to take that out right away. Another thing I want to get rid of, lip balm. Unless I'm going camping in a very, very cold place, I'm not going to need this. If I'm going camping in a very cold place, or if I'm driving on a long trip in a cold area, then we'll need this. So it all depends on your environment and what you're expecting, what you're going to pack in your kit. So we're going to take this one out. Another thing I'm going to take out, sunscreen. I don't use sunscreen no matter what environment I'm in. Some people need it. Definitely something good to have in your kit. If you're someone who uses sunscreen, I'm going to take that one out right there. Gonna get rid of these as well. Gonna get rid of this as well. This is just for applying ointment to a wound. Gonna get rid of this. This here, very important, tweezers. For someone who lives in Connecticut with a lot of Lyme disease going around, a lot of ticks going around, anytime you go camping, you always have to be real careful of ticks. Tweezers is something very important to keep in your medical kit. Lyme disease originated in Lyme, Connecticut, so we have a lot of ticks out here. So that's a very important thing to have, whether you're keeping your first aid kit in the car or whether you're going on a camping trip as well. That's a real important thing. If a medical kit doesn't come with tweezers, definitely add to the kit and put a good pair in that kit for yourself. So we're going to go over some of the important things that came with this kit. Instant cold compress. Very good thing to have in the kit. Q-tips, sterile, tweezers, gauze. This kit came with a couple different sized gauze. Got these small ones here. Got some large ones here. And another large one here. And something very good to go along with those gauze. This is dressing gel. So before putting a gauze on a wound or on a burn, you could put this gel. This is more for a burn, because you never want to put a dry gauze on top of a burn, because it's going to get all stuck to the burnt flesh. So this is something very important to have with those gauze. Sterile alcohol swabs, very important to have in your kit. Also, this kit came with a very large amount of antiseptic towelettes. So keeping those hands clean before you eat, and especially keeping the hands clean before dressing a wound or treating a wound. Okay, so very important thing to keep in the kit as well. Another thing, depending on your environment, this is to keep you warm. It's a thermal blanket. Very compact, good to have in the kit, but all depends on your environment. If you're camping in the summer, you're not going to need to bring that with you as well. We're going to take that out. Got the alcohol swabs, very important. Antiseptic towelettes. And then this kit came with a good assortment of bandages as well. Butterfly closure bandages, regular band-aids, just a couple different sizes. Very good to have in the medical kit as well. And if you're camping, it's very good to have a lot of stuff for those bugs. This is insect sting relief. So it came with 3 pouches of this. Poison ivy, poison oak, poison sumac cleanser. And this is just a temporary treatment before getting further treatment when coming back from your camping trip or from your road trip. Insect repellent, cream instead of liquid, so it stays on longer. So this will last you a bit longer than a liquid spray. This is burn cream, very good to have in your kit as well. Anyone who knows first aid knows there's a big difference between treating a flesh wound or a burn wound. So burns are a lot different than a gash or a cut. So a very good thing to have in your kit as well. And the last 2 items we have in our kit, antibiotic ointment. This is to prevent any infection. Very good to have in your kit as well. If your kit doesn't come with this, putting a tube of Neosporin or bacitracin or triple action would help as well. And then here, of course, for those gauze that we have, we need some medical tape. So the gauze are really important because you can dress a lot of different sized wounds with those gauze and then tape it up yourself. Very important to have in there. Another thing that this kit came with was a little brief guide on first aid safety and a little bit on symptoms and treatments as well. So it came with a good descriptive pamphlet here, helping us out to understand a little bit of CPR in there as well. Always good to read up on that. This is one of those things that you don't throw out when you buy something new. And lastly, some important things to add to our medical kit. We have our medical kit all full again. Put everything back in. If you're camping, paracord, strong rope, very light. Add a carabiner to it. We're going to just clip that right on that handle there as well. Always can come in handy when you're camping. And another thing that we're going to add to our medical kit is a compass, whistle, and matches inside. Also inside, a reflective mirror to signal for help. And of course the whistle to call for help, okay? So if you're dressing a wound, if anything goes wrong on a camping trip, not only are you going to want to be able to treat yourself, but you're also going to want to be able to call for help. So I like strike anywhere matches or waterproof matches are good to keep inside. Striker right in there with it, inside a plastic bag to keep it dry. Anytime you get something like this, you make sure it has a good rubber gasket. That's how you know it'll be a little bit more waterproof than other brands. And we're just gonna use our carabiner, clip that onto our medical kit as well. If you're ever camping with multiple people, make sure it's not just one person that has the medical kit, because you never want to be separated from that one guy that has the medical kit on him. If you're camping with multiple people, this is such a small kit, very good to have. It's smart for each camper to have their own medical kit. This way, no matter who you're with, you always have the supplies you need. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.